But we are live. It is the NBA rundown. I'm sorry, we'll have to switch the start time next week, Tyler, as we went long over on Fan Speak with Meg. We were arguing about that fun Eagles 49ers game, and it drew us late. So we're going to have some fun today, guys. What we're really going to do here is kind of just give you a peek behind the curtain of how Tyler and I go through these games because we have not gone through and tagged them yet, but I do have my projections up and you guys can hear us talk these through. Tyler, the bad news is, boy, Clyde's going to love this if he's in the chat. I got really close to the lines today, really close to the lines. So just running numbers, I don't think is going to help you find winners today. What are your thoughts here on the card overall? And then we'll dive in game by game.
Yeah, I think it's a decent card. It's a weird Thursday with 9 games, and usually it's like 3 to 4 games. I think we'll find some spots, and we've hit our stride. And I think this is a nice slate, and we'll start off with an easy game right off the bat.
Do you think this one's easy? We're talking about the Portland Trailblazers, who are plus 12 in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. The Blazers have been a disappointment. It's so early for some of these teams to be so bad. The total's gone under in 4 of Portland's last 5 against Cleveland. Total's gone under in 6 of Portland's last 8 games, and Cleveland is 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 against Portland. The line effectively indicates that. I have the Cavaliers by 12, 114 to 102. That's what the line is. Slight edge to the under here as well. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, give me the under. I think it's easy as it gets. The Blazers can't shoot. They can only score at the rim. And now Mobley and Allen are going to be standing down there, which is going to hinder all their shots at the rim. They're not going to get many easy buckets in this game. The Cavs are going to get to name their score. And you just look at some of these Portland matchups. They played Indiana spread. We know what Indiana scores look like at the end of the day. Is a 114, 110 an Indiana score? Hell no, it ain't. And Portland was involved in that game. Now they get a much harder defense to play. Cleveland's going to slow down the pace a ton. This game, I think, is a pure under spot. I can see this coming in right around like 210, 212 area. Under 219, I love that.
All right. Well, it looks like we have our first X on the board, Tyler, and I'm going to go ahead and change this on the sheet because the total's gone up. It's 220 right now. So we're going to go under 220 to start us off. The Indiana Pacers are plus 2.5 in Miami taking on the Heat. Total is 238, Tyler. Contrast the styles here between the hard-nosed Heat and the high-flying Pacers here. Pacers love to get up and down the floor. They love that small lineup. They love all the shooting. Tyrese Halliburton, I can't argue when you talk about a pure point guard like the point guards I grew up with who were pass first and not score first. Pretty good argument. He's the best point guard in the league. Going against the Miami Heat team that has no problem sitting all their people. Are they doing that tonight? Let me refresh on RotoWire and find out.
You got Bam and Jimmy questionable. Hero still out.
Yeah, I'm fine not getting involved with this until we know. What do you think?
Pacers are passed for me. I just think the tempo is going to be too much. Miami's going to want to slow it down, but I'm not sure that they have enough firepower on the defensive end to slow the Pacers down enough to keep this a close-scoring game. The Pacers get this up tempo and they're running their offense. Miami's going to hit a lull in that game, and I just don't see how they keep up after that point. So give me the Pacers as underdogs in Miami.
All right. Tyler likes the Pacers. I don't know if we're going to get to the window there, but my projections like the Pacers as well. I have this as a 1-point Miami win. Pacers catching 2.5. The Detroit Pistons. Tyler, this team sucks.
Yeah.
I thought they would be at least respectable.
I'm just pissed that
where was I wrong? The coach or the players? Because I'm thinking maybe Monty's not as good as I thought he was.
I think it's the players. I think we gave a lot of these guys more credit than they deserved. Like the only guy that really deserved credit on that team was Cade.
And the thing is, Cade, he's like a good player, but is he going to ever be elite, right? Remember we were talking about him and Paulo being equal? Doesn't it feel like Paulo's kind of inching ahead here? And I know it's easy to say because the Magic are playing well and the Pistons aren't.
No, I agree there. But just a different argument too. I mean, same thing. Their team's playing well, but Cade to Jalen Green. Cade was always the better, full-on player.
Yeah.
But when you looked at Cade, he needs guys around him too because he's a facilitator. He wants to dish the ball out more. He can put up 30 points, but he wants to just be the floor general. Mm-hmm. Jalen Green could have been dropped in on any terrible NBA team and there's your leading scorer. So,
Yeah.
there's different things you need in the league. Him getting drafted to such a bad team was just a bad spot. If he could have ended up on a team that had some pieces, that would have been the perfect fit for him.
All right. What are we doing here with this Knicks team? 14.5 effectively priced me out.
I ain't betting it.
Did you see the projections, Tyler? I have them winning by 14.
No,
How dumb is
I ain't
that?
touching that at 14.
And I got a 214 on a 219.5. I say we just move on unless you have a prop.
Nope. We got 8 games on a Thursday. There's no need to stick to the 14-point spread.
Going up on a Thursday. That wasn't the song. The Charlotte Hornets are plus 8.5. They're in Brooklyn taking on the Nets. The total is 224. Tyler, 2 teams I was wrong about. I thought the Pistons were better than the Hornets. I was absolutely wrong. The Hornets are kind of that like low-key, like respectable team, right? They're not just like a walkover every night like I'd say the Wizards and the Pistons are. I think they're bad, but they still have the chance to beat anybody. Plus 8.5 here. My numbers are so close today. I have them winning by 8. It's so stupid. And I have this game at 227 on a 224. So slight edge to the over. I think I would prefer that out of any of them. A couple of trends. The total's gone over in 6 of Charlotte's last 7 games on the road. Charlotte's also gone under at 10 of their last 14. Brooklyn also 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 at home. I feel like that's properly baked in to that tough line of 8.5. If I'm going to get involved here, Tyler, I make an argument for the over, but I'm having PTSD for yesterday where I had the same 3-point edge on the same total in that Jazz game, and it wasn't even close. What do we do here?
Yeah, I can't bet a Charlotte over without the engine of their team playing, and that is LaMelo Ball. You've seen it in that Knicks game. They just didn't look like they had any offensive jolt to them. Eventually, Miles Bridges was able to hit some threes and get them going, but that's just not how they're going to win this game. Like, Brooklyn has perimeter defenders that can slow down the likes of Bridges. Brandon Miller's got a Q tag. He rolled his ankle last game. He might not play. Cam Thomas is back for Brooklyn. That's a flamethrower of a guy that can put up points. I wanted to go in on the under, but the Cam Thomas news makes me think that this game is going to fall right around this total because he can put up a ton of points very quick. I think there's another one spread. Stay away from me.
I think it's over or pass. I think you and I are opposite here, but I think we agree. Just stay away from this overall. And we have 8 games. We finally clawed back. We're finally profitable. Let's not throw it away.
The trends on the total go both ways. Charlotte over 10 in their last 14.
As I say, Brooklyn's an under team though, right?
Over 6 in their last 7 on the road. Then you look, Brooklyn under 10 of their last 15 versus Charlotte. 4 of the last 6 they've played in Brooklyn have won under.
Yeah. Let's keep it moving here. Bigger slate, Tyler, but not necessarily the best, as we have some great games on the schedule for tomorrow night, and then of course the tournament here. So this is almost like a down period here with these matchups. Specifically, this one, the Atlanta Hawks take on San Antonio Spurs. Shout out to our old guy Travis Mangone, right, who loves these revenge angles as DeJounte Murray takes on his old team. I don't know if he's really looking for revenge, though, as the Spurs seem to have done him right by sending him to Atlanta where he has a chance to compete. Total here is a sky-high 248. I don't know why. This is my model's biggest flaw right now, Tyler, is it won't pump anything up above like a 235. So it's just like incapable of properly encapsulating these high totals here, which I have it at 237. But you understand my point, right? I'll never project a game over 240. Yeah, that's a flaw because these games are going over 240 quite often. Don't trust my numbers for the total, which in turn makes me throw them out because I already know I'm not accurately adjusting for enough points. If I'm laying a big spread, I want to do it in a game with a high total, right? I'd much rather lay a 7.5 on a 248 than a 218.
No, I agree.
I don't know what to do here.
I'm not betting a side or a total in this game. Just one player prop angle I like in this one. Those bigs for Atlanta are stone-footed. They're going to want to be in the paint. They are not going to want to be outside. Victor's got a Q tag, but he's got all his props listed. His threes line as it is right now on FanDuel is over 1.5 minus 130. I like that. I like his 3+ threes at plus 250, and I don't even mind the 4+ threes at 7-1. If he's matched up with Capella, we all know Capella's not going to want to go stand on the perimeter. He's going to want to plant himself under the hoop. Victor might just stand there and just shoot open threes all game. He might shoot like 8 or 9 threes this game. I'll take my shot on those heavy prices. and if he can hit a few here for us. So leave aside in the total alone, bet some Victor props. Hopefully he hit some threes for us.
Last one for this one, Tyler. Atlanta 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 in San Antonio. But San Antonio is 22-3 straight up in their last 25. Those streaks go back so far. I want to throw those out, though. Here's the thing, though. I kind of want to throw the projections out and maybe take a total. Doesn't this feel like a game can end up in the 270s? Total's gone over in 5 of Atlanta's 7 the games against San Antonio, and the San Antonio's gone over in 10 of their last 12 games. I would take the over if we get involved, but I'm fine staying away. Another big spread here for a road favorite, going against a team that we want to fade. So I think they were accurately moving these lines here in order to keep us off. For example, I have this projected as a 7-point game. They moved it to the Milwaukee Bucks minus 8.5 in Chicago taking on the Bulls. My idea here is that's a 1.5 tax because they know that we're all fading the Bulls because this is a team embroiled in turmoil. We know that this is going to be the first team that's going to sell off at least a couple of the big stars. Everybody knows it, and the team is playing that way. At the same time, do I really want to lay 8.5 on the road? It feels like Bucks are past, but right now, I know it's a common theme for the show. Seems like I'm fine passing here. I got a total of 229. I'm projecting it around 228, so not a big edge to the total either.
Well, what can we get on like a Bucks team total? I think that's a good look here. I think they put up a ton of points here. They could run up the score on this team.
All right.
Milwaukee 118.5. I don't hate.
Yeah, I got 118.5 too, minus 122. A little bit juiced to the over, but it feels like that could be a good look.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind Milwaukee first half either, minus 4.5. I mean, this injury report for Chicago, it's not long, but Caruso questionable, left toe sprain. DeRozan rolled his ankle last game. He's got a Q tag. Zach LaVine's trying to get out of Chicago. He's got a Q tag. If all three of those guys sit, spread, Chicago's best player on the floor tonight is Kobe White.
I think it's Patrick Williams, but their point stands.
Yeah, good luck with either of those guys being your best player in today's
The
NBA.
last thing I would say about this one, Tyler, is if those guys all do sit, just load up on your Vukovic props, at least for points.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone's going to have to run through him.
But in the end, I think I just want Bucks first half, Bucks team total. I think they just kind of womp them here.
All right. A team that we've enjoyed watching this season, the Minnesota Timberwolves, are taking on the Utah Jazz. It will be in Minnesota. The Timberwolves are favored by 10.5. I have them winning by 10.65. Don't you love this one, Tyler? I do have a slight edge to the over here. I have it at 224.5. The number is 221.5. But Anthony Edwards, I don't think he's going to play. On the other side, Clarkson and Olynyk are both 50-50 to play. Tough one to get involved with without A1. Do we want to lay 10 points if Edwards is out of the game?
No, I mean, I don't want to lay that many. Cat and these guys should be enough to dominate. It's the Gobert revenge game, too. So this could be a spot where he racks up a ton of rebounds, maybe get you a nice double-double. Minnesota wins this game in the end, but there's no way I'm laying 11 with the best player not on the floor tonight with them.
All right. So, sorry, guys, that we don't have a lot of plays here, but we're not going to force it. We're not going to give out plays that we don't believe in. We're only going to tell you
what do you
what
think about
we are betting
here, though.
Why? Because the Jazz just absolutely screwed us last night, and they're on a back-to-back.
Not even just that. It's like Minnesota, their offense, like it's hit stagnant points when like Cat and these guys can't buy buckets, and that's when Ant's giving the ball to go score. Well, they can still lock in on defense without Ant. I know Jaden McDaniels is still out, but there's not many pieces on Utah you really got to lock down. If they just turn this into a defensive slugfest and they say we're just going to beat you with our defense, I think this could be a pure under spot.
All right, Minnesota 9-8 right now to the over so far this season. Utah 10-8 to the over, but I think you make some good points. And Minnesota quietly becoming one of the best defenses in the NBA. Maybe we'll go against the projections here and take an under, but this is kind of a dry board. Tyler, talk to me about this game. I think this is a great game from the fans' perspective. I think, I usually choose a game to tape and watch and study. I think this is the one that I'm going to choose tonight as the Los Angeles Lakers head to Oklahoma City to take on the Thunder. The Lakers, of course, in that ultimate get-back spot last night against the Pistons, and they get the big win. Now they travel to Oklahoma City. Now they go from being 7-point road favorites to 6-point road dogs. LeBron James. And this one, we joke that he's questionable every day. I think it's legitimate that he could sit out. I see Max Christie as a game time decision. Jackson Hayes, Cam Reddish also on this report. The Lakers quietly missing some depth here is Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, and Gabe Vincent all out. Oklahoma City, on the other hand, clean injury report there. So they should have everybody in the lineup. Thunder are laying 6. I have them winning by 5. But I feel like you could bet it now, and they might just punt this game. What do you think?
Our guy Don in the chat's right. Lakers getting dog walked in this game.
Do we bet it right now?
Yeah, we take OKC.
Do you think LeBron's just going to sit?
I thought he was going to sit yesterday. I just can't see him playing both these legs on the back-to-back. Like, I think he sits. I just don't trust the Lakers team without him. Like, AD should be able to pound these guys in the paint, but do we trust AD to do anything anymore? Not really. So I think it's an OKC spot. The SGA is going to light these guards up. Isaiah Joe's a sniper from outside. Mm-hmm. They're the deeper team. Jalen Williams is back. OKC wins this by double digits.
All right, I'm throwing this in.
And we all know the Lakers only care about the in-season tournament right now.
I mean, don't we all? The Los Angeles Clippers are the last game on the board. Tyler, this is the craziest line move of the day. This was +5 when I woke up this morning. Now it's down to +2.5. It seemed like the ultimate Warriors spot. They're at home. The Clippers got the big one last night. The Clippers are playing in their 5th game in 7 days. This should be a fatigue spot. They can come up to Northern California, which used to be a cakewalk, right? But now it's actually a tough trip. They can split that, head back home. I really like the Warriors here. Why are the Clippers taking money? I don't get this at all.
You looked at the injury report?
What, Chris Paul? Oh, Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah, that's key.
He's worth 2.5 points.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the
I guess against this team, you're right. Okay.
You lose the key guy, and you're replacing him with shitty bench guys, and we all know Steve Kerr's going to pull a guy like Moody off the floor when he's playing.
Was that terrible against us? I mean, I'm happy because it worked out for us, but how did he pull Moody there?
Because everyone thinks Klay Thompson. Well, not everyone, but like Klay Thompson thinks he should still be on the floor. The ego's still there. They can't bench him. They're not going to bench him after what they've done as a dynasty, so they're going to let this ride out. The Clippers are way deeper of a team. Even with Powell having that Q tag, it's like Russ off the bench. That's a better piece than any bench piece Golden State's throwing in the game. And a couple other guys off the bench. I think it's the Clipper spread.
Okay. I can't do it with the fatigue spot. I can't. The same reason we took the Clippers last night because we knew the Kings. That's the reason I can't get that.
I get the fatigue spot, but like if Curry doesn't win them this game, who does? Nobody. Wiggins isn't there to help him. If Klay's off, like he's looking around for a bunch of help.
Yeah. You want to take the Clippers?
Who the hell is guarding Kawhi? Who the hell is guarding PG? Like Wiggins was going to be a guy that took one of those bodies out.
Yeah. I mean, you're making great points here.
Kawhi is. I mean, after what we've seen last night, he's looking like prime Kawhi. I think it's Clippers or pass for me.
All right. Well,
I get the your idea here, but I can't with Wiggins out.
Let's just stay away altogether, though, because I just think it's when we're betting the schedule, this is a schedule spot that says bet the Warriors.
Okay, I could agree there. Like I don't think we have to pull the trigger on the Clippers, but I think in the end, that game's just back and forth, and it's a very close game. Winner just sneaks out in the end. It's like, well, lucky to cover that one in the end.
All right. Well, okay. So let's see what we have right now. We'll go through the whole sheet and we'll just give them out on the show. So we're going under in the Portland game, right?
Yep.
We are going Pacers plus 2.5. Are we making that official? Or you want to make it a lean?
I think we should play the Pacers.
You want to, huh?
Yeah, I think their tempo is too much for the Heat.
You're not concerned about the team that's just found success down in Miami?
What, found success losing?
I mean, they're actually pretty good this year. What's their record? Sorry, I hate scrolling on the air. 9-7 this year. Heat are only 10-8. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna lose this one.
So we're taking Pacers. I have it as lean. You want me to switch it to X? I'll bet it right now. I trust the kid.
I think
we're doing it.
Spot.
Okay. Pacers plus 2.5. Knicks Pistons. We're not playing that one, right?
No.
We'll just say lean to the under, but because that's what the projection's like. But I don't. Whatever. All right. Very next one. Hornets Nets. What did we decide there?
Nothing.
All right.
We're not betting that game.
Fade. Okay. Hawks, Spurs. The projections like the under. I like the over.
I'm not betting that the Hawks game either.
Okay, we'll fade that one too. Bucks, Bulls. What we like there? Let's lean the Bucks team total over, but let's not make an official play. Are you cool there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or do you want to make it official?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Jazz, T-Wolves.
Nothing.
All right. And we'll lean. You like the Clips. You can lean towards the Clips. All right. So, we only have, what, 2 official plays then?
3. Thunder, Pacers, Portland under.
That's fine. I mean, part of what we're doing here, right, and one of the reasons I like the NBA is the ability to be selective.
Yeah.
I think in the NFL, especially now I'm so much better at it, but when I first started betting, 15, it just felt like you had to bet every week, even if you didn't like the lines. And you end up going up with too many plays. I think I like the NBA because just naturally it's easier for me to respect these odds makers and go it out. So Don asked a question in the chat. He says, if y'all had a $100 bet today and you only have one bet, Tyler, and I'm going to give it to you because we trust the kid. He has a $100 bet today. He only has one. What's the best bet of the day?
OKC -6.
All right, we both agree, Don. That way you don't have to choose. Guys, this is a quick show today, but we'll be back tomorrow. Only a 6-game slate tomorrow, Tyler. So things are going to be a little different. And then, of course, no NBA this Sunday, Tyler. So it'll be all football all the time for us, but we have a nice big slate there for Saturday. No show for us, but, of course, you can catch the projections and the plays. Tyler, very, very happy to finally be winning again this year. Took a little longer than we expected, but it feels good. I feel like we're dialed in. We've adjusted some mistakes. We found out where the model's missing, specifically on the totals. And we've done a good job. I really like what I'm doing right now with watching the games on tape. So, Don, I'm at Astaire on Twitter/X. He's at TH412.
It's on the screen for him. All you got to do is type it in on Twitter.
Yep, type it in on Twitter, and if send us a DM, or at least me, I'll follow you back. I'm always down.
Wow, Spread, you should throw me under the bus. You're saying I can follow Don back?
I don't know. You might not. I didn't want to speak for you.
I'm just messing with you. Just the way you put it, you're like, send me a DM. I'll follow you back.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Some people are real like what's it called about their timeline? They want it like perfectly curated. I don't care. I'll just I'll follow people back if they're supporting the show. All right, there you have it. Anything else for this, Tyler?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing the whole NFL card, and then we'll do some NBA as well. I'll have to talk to you about that as soon as we're done. But that's it for us. Our 3 plays for today is the under in the Cavaliers and the Blazers, Pacers plus 2.5, Thunder -6. This is the Nuke the House YouTube channel. Give us that thumbs up, and we will see you tomorrow. Kegs on live tonight. Make sure you tune in.